Hello and welcome to another episode of Startup Sunday. Today we have someone with us who have tried three ventures in 6 years, and she is one of the leading women entrepreneurs in India and one of the most famous people over LinkedIn. So let's welcome Miss Priyanka Mandani for today's episode of Startup Sunday. Hello, ma'am. Welcome to this episode. Please introduce yourself to the audience.
Sure. First of all, Nihal, thank you so much for inviting on your platform to speak to people, speak to entrepreneurs directly. So, as you said, I of course started my entrepreneurial journey 6 years back. Gone with a lot of ups and downs, and certainly from last 3 to 4 years, I'm into my venture Easy to Pitch, where we make founders investor ready and ensure that rejections are going down and success of all the entrepreneurs is actually going up. So we ensure that in the ecosystem right now.
And today we will be discussing about the position of women entrepreneurs in the startup ecosystem. So, as you are someone who have won uh, two awards consecutively in the field of women entrepreneurship, recognized nationally. So, can you please tell about our viewers about the position right now as in NSE, the National Stock Exchange? Out of 1800 companies, only 67 companies are led by women. So, what's your take on this situation?
So very rightly said, Nihal, that yes, women entrepreneurs have to, had to struggle a bit more as compared to male entrepreneurs when they are, they are and they were setting up their base, and still the number is very less. My point of view to it, in respect to my journey, was like, as a founder I still see a lot of women entrepreneurs being just a co-founder rather than the co-founder itself, the wholesale owner of the organization. And I wish to see many CTOs who are women, who still who can replace the male position and become technically leaders, technical leaders. So I'm yet to see that. But apart from that, about my journey, of course, when I talk about when I started 5 to 6 years back, there was a difference between how much support you can get from the ecosystem when you're a woman, because you are the leader who is selling your service all together, all alone, right? It's different from a job, it's different from a the daily life thing. When you're at a very early age, I was just 20, almost 20 when I started my first startup, right, in my graduation. So having said that, definitely there were a lot of difference in women entrepreneurs, but gradually as I grew, I am lucky enough to get such a support from the ecosystem of the right people in my journey. Those could be my mentors, investors, and a lot of people who motivated me to stand front line and set up a foundation, a base, and an inspiration for a lot more women entrepreneurs.
Yeah. And the situation we face today has its own socio-economic reflections. As I can see in my class, I'm a CSC undergrad, so I can see in my class there are 12 girls out of 65 students. So this number further decreases when we go for job, and further decreases at senior managerial positions in companies. So what do you say about this reflection of the society in the industries?
Sure, Nihal rightly said. Even when I was doing engineering, this incident, this kind of situation is very relatable, as we were 36 children in electrical engineering, out of which only two girls, including me, were there. The competition was very tough for the women to stand equally when it comes to job or entrepreneurship or anything in the society. So, but now, there, I will talk both the phase, 6 years back and now. Many more organization or initiatives have come up for women. I was also part of a women entrepreneurial program where I was selected in top 30 women entrepreneurs. So I chose that program because I could see that as a woman, now people are leveraging, now people are giving more advantage to the women society to come up, to stand ahead. But it's still very less. We need more and more such initiative. Even in organization, when there is job platform where 5 to 6 managerial roles are there, out of which maximum of them are male, and very less are there who is a woman who is executing. Again, out of 10, one I could see who is woman leader in the whole organization, which is very sad. But of course, I could see that surely next 5 to 6 years this will reduce. Of course, not at a very fast pace, but slowly and slowly we are trying to build that what you say, an example where women leaders can be at the managerial position.
As you mentioned in last answer that women are just co-founders in some of the cases. Last year, I attended Public Sector Summit by Amazon. They were discussing the same topic. So there they discussed about few cases where women are just for name, and their husbands or their brothers are running everything on their name just to get the perks of women-led startup. So what will you comment on this, and have you seen this in your your career and journey?
A lot, Nihal. I have seen this a lot places in the startup, that the women entrepreneurs are there in the co-founding position and are adding advantage, because of course government has come up with a lot of schemes for women founders. And because of those schemes now, in order to show that of course we have partners, we have directors, women are being used for position to showcase that of course we have a lady in our team as a co-founder who is contributing. But the reality is not there. Everybody knows that women entrepreneurs have their family responsibility as well, but it's in the hand of the male co-founders who actually really wants to keep them frontline or not. Talk about my startup, I have a co-founder who is male, and of course we work together in such a way that he pushes me to be the face of the company rather than just standing at the back and doing operations. So that's kind of quality is very much required today, where women is just not for the co-founder position or just for telling that we have a lady in our founding team, but keeping them at the execution level, handling the whole operation, handling the whole execution of the organization. This is very needed. And as I said, I'm still yet to see women entrepreneurs who are handling the tech of all the organization, the whole organization. That once I could even see 5 women entrepreneurs who is a CTO and handles the tech of the which is the core of the company, then I would feel that yes, women entrepreneurs are definitely heading up the moving shoulder to shoulder to the male entrepreneurs.
And also, I believe entrepreneurship is majorly about problem solving, and one can solve the problem which he or she faces. So, for example, for companies like Nykaa, uh, as they are centered for women, so any male just can't lead that thing. So it's very important for women to come forward and solve those problems. And uh, in this, I also see an opportunity, numerous of opportunities and unsolved questions, unsolved problems. So in as you have uh, helped more than 350 startups in preparing their pitch in front of the investors, so what do you say? Have you seen some women-centric problems throughout these years?
Of course, there are many startups that came, for women-centric problems. There is a recent startup that I was dealing with that creating a platform, for women entrepreneurs or women professionals to get job in the organization, right? There are many more organizations like She Rose, what you said, Aika, you gave an example yourself. There are many women centric organization which is led by women. Why they are able to, even your story, Shraddha Sharma,
Yeah,
why they are successful? Because they did not bother about the society, right? Even the startups that I can see a woman entrepreneur, I was in the top women entrepreneur list, right? I had 29 more women from different parts of the like country coming to address the mentors and many more things. So I realized that, of course, I'm not playing a feminism card here, but I will still say that a equal position is very much required, and women should come up. And in last 2 to 3 years, I've actually seen a lot of women, household women, to come up, come outside and create some product or service, or start their entrepreneurship journey even if they have kids. So that's a very great thing to see. I don't think so there is much time left when we'll be not discussing the challenges of the women of their entrepreneurship journey, but we'll be discussing their successful stories coming up from these household challenges, and successfully running ventures.
Yeah, as you mentioned about Shraddha Sharma, ma'am. So in one of her talks, I don't know, I've seen it on YouTube. I don't know exact topic of the in that talk. She mentioned that when she was starting her journey, so many investors and people just say it like that, अरे 2-3 साल अभी कुछ करने का मन है, फिर तो शादी हो जाएगी, like this. So she just commented on this in a very subtle way. So what do you have to say about this reaction of society?
So such a reaction of society also came up for me in my early age,
Wow.
when I actually thought or of pitching or asking feedback from people that of course I'm doing entrepreneurship. I've seen actually, I've faced that that I look on me where there are 7 guys in the team and I'm the only woman, aspiring to become an entrepreneur, and they are giving me that look that मतलब एक लड़की क्या कहाँ तक जा पाएगी और कितने साल तक जा पाएगी, right? So I have definitely got that look from many people, and my answer to this would be that I got a support from my parents that do whatever you want to do. So talking about what society thinks about you doesn't matter to me until and unless I know where I want to achieve with my goals. शादी तो सब करनी है नहीं करनी वो बात की बात है, खुद के पैर पे खड़े हुए या नहीं खड़े हुए वो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट मैटर करता है हमारे लिए आज की डेट में.
Yeah. And also, as you mentioned, that you want more and more CTOs in companies that are girls. I would like to share one of my experience. Uh, Last month, it was uh, Smart India Hackathon happened, and many of my friends and teams have participated in it. In most of the teams, the role of girl was just because they wanted two girls in the teams, the organizations, and they just did nothing. On the other hand, there were few teams in which girls actively participated and they done uh, more better job than the guys in those teams.
Nice.
So there is a contrast in both the situations. So uh, do you like to add on this something more?
Of course, Nihal, you gave a very good example, which why I say that I want more and more women in the technology, because it was always the men who started the coding, started the managerial position, became engineers. So the myth has been in such a way that लड़कियां वो चीज कर ही नहीं सकती हैं. The girls cannot code. This is not true. Girls can code and learn and take the same time what guys or male entrepreneurs take to learn a technology, right? So but the problem is that even if we are going to say that we are doing coding and we can give you output what you're looking for, the sense of trust does not come from the existing professionals, and that is the reason the co-founders and founders do not have that trust on a girl or a woman entrepreneur to give a position of CTO, right? But I'm very glad to know this from you, that there are actually women or girls coming up with this aspiration that they can also be a technology sound entrepreneur and be in a very frontline or very first position of as a founder, rather than just being a co-founder and doing nothing.
So now let's just come to your story. As you started your first venture when you were in second year of your college, Shahi Andaz. So can you please share insights from that? And after that, your second venture, which was CNN, and to this easy to pitch, where you are helping others to get investment and similar opportunities.
Sure. So Nihal, as everybody says that experiences जब तक नहीं आते हैं आपको entrepreneurship journey में, you never be successful. You fail, you learn, and then you grow and become successful in your life, in your startup journey. So of course I started my entrepreneurship at the age of 19, and I even didn't know that this is entrepreneurship. कुछ startup को लेकर भी कुछ चीज होता है. I had no idea about it. I was from engineering college, and I was very much into extracurricular activities. The studies were not making me interested in them, so I was more towards doing competition or going for coordination of events, doing a lot of extracurricular activities that happens in Delhi University. So I chose to attend one or two events where I was just a coordinator, and gradually the time I got my first check in my hand, it was just for 4,000 rupees. That was the first time that I created my bank account to get that money. So that was my inspiration, and I certainly thought that yahi time hai where I stop asking money from my parents and earn on my own. So first of all, of course, this was the reason that I thought of doing something on my own where I can earn money. Then gradually, when I saw a lot of concept in event management, and even keeping my hobbies at the same time, that what I like to do, right? What is something I can do very well with my skills. So wedding industry was something which is very fascinating to me, and there I recognize this problem that vendors do not get equal opportunities in the wedding industry, and there is no aggregating platform, there is no B2B platform. What we know now today, which is Wed Me Good, is something I planned and started in second year. I was in electrical engineering, no coding background, nothing. It's just that मैंने WordPress का website बनाना सीख लिया रातों रात, and मैंने website बना दिया, and I started earning from them, earning from that website, and even taking talking to clients to get their wedding done from the vendors. So a lot of good experiences I got. But certainly, as in engineering college last year, we have to do internship and all. वरना marks नहीं देंगे आपको अगर नहीं होगा तो. But again here I made my choice. Rather than going in an engineering internship, I chose to go in a business internship, where I learn how to sell a product, how to do business, how to work with the clients, how to communicate. So those are majorly how an organization runs, how a team runs. So gradually I worked there for 2 years, and then there was a time in my like final days of job, I had a good handsome salary at the age of 21, 70,000 a month, and plus incentives, and people forcing me not to leave. And certainly I decided that ki abhi ho gaya, jitna job karna tha, now it's your time to showcase your potential for your own venture. I left the job and I started again a platform, Cheapest and Nearest, which was similar to wedding listing platform, but now in a broader way, where in these 2 years I was seeing that it's not about the wedding listing vendors, not only the wedding vendors, but all the vendors are facing this aggregation problem, because of course there are platforms like Just Dial and all, but still there is something which is missing. Some outreach is missing for them, for every even small vendors who are selling the kachoris and all, right? So that is where I came to CNN, Cheapest and Nearest, going very well, invested my savings in that. And there was a time, of course I had good clashes with my co-founder, but I won't blame that reason for closure of my company. But certainly I realized that I need funds for my company. So I reached investors for that operational cost, because I was generating revenue, but still for more growth you need funds. So I approached them and I sent over my deck. I created my presentation, I sent across to 10 investors, and a girl who mastered in doing a perfect pitch for the company she was working with, and closing the deals with embassies like France and Germany. There was a time that I took this proud, and I created the presentation, I sent it across the investor. And as in today's date, founders do not even get a feedback that why they are rejected. I was lucky enough to get a feedback of one investor out of 10 on each slide of my presentation. It was 20 to 25 slide presentation, and it was a disaster. Even to ask what amount I want, suppose it's my even phone's bill for a month, I'm asking that, and I'm making it so elaborated in 4 to 5 slides, and he gave me a good critics in every slide. And that was a setback to my mind that मुझे तो कुछ आता ही नहीं है. And then I went literally underground for 3 months. 3 months would be very small to hear, but talk about in the number of hours, day and night. Once in a week you're sleeping, and all hours you're just searching, talking to investors, going to startup meetups, talking to founders, and understanding what is the real problem in the ecosystem right now. Of course, investors are there. किसी चीज की कमी नहीं है. Mentors are there. Investors are there. Organizations are there that providing institutional programs. But ऐसा क्या कमी है जो फिर भी rejections जिसकी वजह से face करना पड़ता है founders को? And that was the time I realized that because when I created my pitch deck back after 3 months, I got a lot of recognition in the ecosystem, whether it's awards, top 30 women entrepreneurs, governmental recognition. I am Kolkata thing. मैंने उस deck को आज तक छुआ नहीं है, वो इतना perfect है. उसके बाद से I left, CNN. I dropped that idea, and I understood that my real need is to serve those founders who are facing this problem. And this impact I want to create, that rejections could be there, but that could be improved, and founders could be successful again by just working on their pitch a little better. And that's why Easy to Pitch came up.
Yeah. So for a girl watching this episode, uh, can you please explain in very simple terms what whole entrepreneurship is, what the journey would be like, why should they come forward to take risk, and something similar to that in order to motivate them?
Sure. So when I talk about entrepreneurship, as I said, 6 years back, I even didn't know that I'm doing entrepreneurship, right? So I realized few things in my journey which I would like to, share with you and expect you to keep in mind when you start your journey. First of all, of course, girl boy thing will definitely be there throughout your life, no matter what happens. Expectations are different from different set of people in your society, so you have to be prepared with it and be up to the mark to give them proper well polite answers that why you're better to do this and why you want to do this, right? First thing was this. Second thing was that if you want to start this journey, be prepared with that struggle in your mind, that this prepared with your mind that of course you are facing a lot of struggle, criticism, and first of all, no money in hand. It's not only for women, it's for every entrepreneur that who wants to start up has to have this mindset that the money is never immediate. You have to be very persistent, you have to be very patient to work for that level to come. I till date I don't ask money from my parents. Till date there are months where I don't take salary, but I have to pay the salaries of the other people. So this mindset has to be very much there, otherwise you will keep juggling with your struggle and frustration in your life, and you'll doom up very badly. So these two things are very important. And thirdly, never quitting attitude, right? Even if you fail, I also failed, I also faced all sort of challenges. Even I won't say that all sort of, but at least a lot of it which could make me feel that I'm not fit for it, and I could stop it, or I could just go back to a job and have a regular income. But I did not choose it. I faced challenges for my lifestyle from my parents, a lot of things, but I never. So these three things are very important when you're doing an entrepreneurship journey for yourself and for your startup.
Yeah. And again, for some girl watching this, can you please list three problems that they can solve that are women centric and can't be solved by boys out there?
Of course, there are many problems, many ideas or problems that you could solve which are women centric. First of all, as I can see, there are many women initiatives that are coming up, which empowers other women. You can build one platform. This is my thought. You can think of it, in your way. There are many women entrepreneurs who are married and who have kids. but who wants to come out and do something of their own, either baking, cooking, or either they might have done good education level, they can teach students and anything and everything in this world. So there should be a platform only built for women, where they can showcase what skill and talent or what they can do to earn in this society or put an impact in this society. So that could be one idea. Second thing is that, of course, there are many more challenges women are facing, such as they don't come up and communicate. This is a very big problem, that women does not come up and communicate of anything and everything they want. Due to even if they are facing a medical challenge, they will not tell anybody, thinking कि मैं किसी को stress क्यों दूं. They'll take stress on themselves rather than giving stress to anybody. So there should be one platform where women are open enough to speak about their problem, get counseling, get people who can help them in their issues, without fearing that anybody would judge them. So these are the two ideas that people, that women can take out, use, and create huge impact in the women's society.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, there are various programs by government to help the situation to increase participation. So can you list few of them and how someone can enroll in them or get benefited from them?
Correct. So I really appreciate, Nihal, that government has actually brought lot of initiative for women entrepreneurs, so that more and more women are seen, leading the organizations, and just not struggling for jobs. So there are many schemes that if a woman is a 51% owner, partner in the organization, she could get easy loans. She could get a good position in the government portals, a recommendation, good taxation rebate, and lot many things. So, and many more organizations are also looking for women who are even freshers. So I guess government has worked on this a lot. There are many initiatives now, for especially for women entrepreneurs. That is like women entrepreneurship program by Niti Aayog, which I was a part of. So many more, even in South India, many more entrepreneurship programs are coming up for only women. So I believe there should be a provision. There is a provision, and in government, but privately also there should be organization and institution that should give provision, some provision to women entrepreneur to come up and they can support them. So these are the certain things which are there and which could be built for women entrepreneurs.
And also, can you please give few resources that girls can use in order to motivate themselves to learn new? As in this discussion itself, we have used
Yeah.
many technical terms that can't be understand if you are a layman or just stumbled on this video and just trying to figure out what people are talking and what things are being discussed.
श्योर. सो बहुत ऐसे प्रोग्राम है निहाल, जिसमें वुमेन पार्ट ले सकती हैं. इनिशिएटिव बहुत सारे, जैसे मैंने अब नाम लिया, वुमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर प्रोग्राम, जो कि गवर्नमेंट नीति आयोग का ही है. कुछ नहीं करना है, सिंपल सा फॉर्म भरना है. अगर आप एक मीडियोकर फैमिली से हो तो गवर्नमेंट आपको बहुत अच्छे से सपोर्ट करती है उस फॉर्म भरने पे. चाहे आप एक टाउन में, एक 2 टायर सिटी में यू आर बिल्डिंग एनी सम हैंडीक्राफ्ट प्रोडक्ट, स्टिल गवर्नमेंट लुक टू यू. देयर आर मेनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लाइक वेटर, वेब का मैंने आपको बताया, वी, IIM Bangalore is coming up with women entrepreneurship programs. Shiro's has brought up with a lot of programs. So कुछ नहीं करना है, गूगल में जाके लिखना है women entrepreneurship program, and there are like many of them who are starting up for women. Even every year Easy to Pitch brings up an initiative for women entrepreneurs, where we recognize smallest to smallest and well known women entrepreneurs and give them a stage to showcase their product or service. So I guess there are many more such that Google करेंगे तो सब मिलेगा. It's just that have that aim and dedication to achieve, and you'll get everything from anywhere, any source.
एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप बस फेसबुक या ट्विटर जैसा कुछ प्लेटफॉर्म तैयार करना नहीं है, ये बात बहुत क्लियर होनी चाहिए लोगों के लिए, बिकॉज पीपल गेट कंफ्यूज अबाउट इट. या टेक से रिलेटेड कुछ करेंगे तभी मैं इन सब चीजों में पार्टिसिपेट कर सकता हूँ या कर सकती हूँ. सो प्लीज मेक दिस क्लियर टू माय ऑडियंस.
ऑफ कोर्स अभी आप कुछ भी स्टार्ट करेंगे, एजुकेशन प्लेटफॉर्म स्टार्ट करेंगे, या यू वोंट बिलीव निहाल, आई डोंट नो हाउ मच यू एक्टिव ऑन फेसबुक. Since last 4 months in this pandemic, I can see many women entrepreneurs have started a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
They are working, they are not working, वो घर ही चला रही है अपना, और उन्होंने अपना YouTube चैनल स्टार्ट कर दिया जिसमें वो कुछ नहीं कर रही है, बस वो खाना बना रही है और वो दिखा रही है, एंड देव गॉट सो मेनी फॉलोअर्स. सो ऐसा कुछ रुकावट कहीं पे किसी चीज की है ही नहीं. आपको बस फेसबुक, ट्विटर, इंस्टाग्राम कुछ भी पकड़ना है और ask somebody in your close relation to help you with it, and you just have to start. एक स्टार्ट वाला बटन होता है ना, वो मिल जाए तो कहीं से भी स्टार्ट किया जा सकता है, नो मैटर व्हाट इंडस्ट्री इट इज, आइदर फैशन, क्लोथिंग. घर बैठे बैठे कुछ आपको गुजरात में देयर आर मेनी स्टोरीज जहाँ पे वुमेन कम्युनिटीज ने खाली पापड़ बेचना शुरू करा था घर से, and they are big, Lajjit Papad, they are the big and well-known community of giving, those snacks in Gujarat. बस प्लेटफॉर्म देखना या प्लेटफॉर्म के लिए स्ट्रगल करने की बात नहीं है. यहाँ पे आप स्टार्ट करने का कोशिश करिए, कोई भी प्लेटफॉर्म पे जाइए, फेसबुक, ट्विटर, इंस्टाग्राम, लिंक्डइन या वेबसाइट, सब अवेलेबल हो जाएगा, बस आप स्टार्ट करिए.
At last, what you will say that someone should take away from this discussion, especially girls, so that what's most beneficial thing from last 20 to 25 minutes what we have discussed?
So as I can see that the whole session has went proper woman centric, where we are encouraging more and more girls to come up and choose entrepreneurship. So all these answers will help you to take decision, right? To take your next procedure, to take a next step, right? So as I was saying, when I started my entrepreneurship journey being a girl, I could have even thought of all the society challenges and stopped myself, but I did not. So जितना भी आसपास हो रहा है उसको एक तरफ रखो, एंड जितना जो आप करना चाहते हो, जो आप अचीव करना चाहते हो, उसको एक तरफ रखो, एंड फॉलो योर हार्ट एंड पैशन, एंड एवरीथिंग विल बी इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू टू सेट अ बेंचमार्क फॉर अदर्स एंड फॉर योरसेल्फ. सो माय एंडिंग takeaways would be just competition will be there throughout your life. चाहे लड़के हो या लड़की हो, कंपटीशन हमेशा रहेगा. अपना गोल set karna is very important. Set a benchmark for yourself and go with the flow, and you'll achieve many things in your journey.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And also on that note, let's end today's discussion. Hope people will like it and loved this discussion. And if you like, please hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel. And ma'am, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, Nihal, and sharing my story and journey with everybody, every your viewers. And I'm glad that this interview, this whole video, and whatever you do would definitely add value in their journey.